It's been really good. I mean, obviously we didn't know what to expect yesterday when we turned up, but spent most of the day yesterday doing forward keys, basically decoding them, cutting them, and then working out from a lock how to make a key from the lock by sort of dismantling them and working out the codes on it. Today we've done an ignition of the same sort of key. Well, I'll be honest with you, I struggled a bit initially, but we all got there in the end. This afternoon we've been taking to bits the Vauxhall group keys, which are quite a difficult one. We had to get the barrel out very carefully, and then sort of make a key from the actual barrel. Everybody managed it. I took a bit longer because my equipment was a bit dodgy, but I can't blame me for that. But yeah, everything's going great, and it's very interesting. I've got a bit of homework for tonight, so not so much fun tonight, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the week. Today, quite difficult. We had to shimmy the ignition lock of an HU100, which you find in an Astra, Vectra, etc., and cut the keys using an A6 cutting machine. So basically we had to decode the lock once we got it out. Bit trickier than usual, but we managed to cut it using the A6. Then we were introduced to Lishy picks. Spent the afternoon getting a feel for the picks. Right, day 4. We spent the morning getting time with the Lishy picks, learning how they work and that. I managed to successfully pick an HU58 rover lock and decoded it. More picking in the afternoon. I was successful on an HU100 lock and an HU92 lock. HU92 was for the new BMW Mini 2010, which I'm quite impressed with. Feeling a lot more confident today in picking, but it is quite a tricky thing to do. There's not much, you can't feel much, but I'm quite happy with how things are going. Right, this is day 5. Basically we've spent today recapping on the week, looking at a few decoders, going through a few of the different machines that we can buy. Also we had a discussion on how to set up with minimal equipment and the services that Hickleys provide kitting the vans out. And then we had a bit of a quiz on transponders. Most of us did very poorly, but we're only just starting them now, ready to do it next week. Because it's the end of the first week, I just thought I'd give a summary of how it's been for me. Beginning of the week, a bit tricky. By Wednesday, feeling a lot more confident in what we're doing. There is a lot of support there from Hickleys for anybody that wanting to go into this. Andy, the course leader, absolutely marvellous, knows exactly what he's doing, and he'll show you. So you know full well that he can do everything that he's showing you what to do. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next week and getting on to transponders. Right, we're on week 2. We spent the weekend here because it's a long way to go back to Sheffield, so spent a lot of time picking, and we swapped a couple of locks and picks with a couple of the guys, so we got quite a bit of picking done. Anyway, Monday of the second week, went through the available coding equipment like the MVP Pro, and just went through the system of tokens that goes with it. So a bit confusing, but we took a lot in today. Right, we're on Tuesday of the second week. Today we've done a lot of sort of listening and a lot of reading on the projector. We've been learning about the Z Full, which is the new transcoding device. Learned a lot, but obviously we're going to go through it later on in the week and use it, so we'll learn more about it then. Right, this is day 8. Basically today we've started putting things together. He's been getting us to pick cars, get in, and then sort of read the keys using the MVP Pro and also the Z Full. Feeling a lot more confident in using it now once we've actually seen it in action, and it is pretty straightforward and we've been learning about the tokens that you can buy to get credits for. Today we've been practicing removing and reapplying chips on ECUs in order to get the numbers from the ECU. That's involved removing and resoldering. Now, when I first started it, I thought we were having a laugh, no chance I'd be able to do it, but like Andy said, by the end of the day we were all doing it and they're all working fine. So today I pretty much surprised myself and everything's starting to come together. The picking, the decoding. We've got a test tomorrow, so I'm quite looking forward to it. Right, well, last day, day 10. We had a test this morning, which I'm pleased to say everybody's passed. Wouldn't give us the exact scores, but I reckon I'm in the high 80s. But we also then did a practical test in the afternoon, going around doing several cars, decoding keys, picking to get in, cutting keys, basically set us a load of different tasks, and we've got a group of lads here that are not all from a locksmithing background, and everybody's managed to do spectacularly, which I can only put down to Andy being spot on at his job. So feeling quite impressed with myself that I know a hell of a lot more now than I did when I came on the course, and looking forward to putting it in practice. For the last 2 weeks I've been doing a daily diary. I just thought I'd summarise my thoughts of the course. When I first turned up, I'm not from a locksmithing background, and I found it quite a lot to take in. When we first started picking, I thought I'd never be able to pick in a million years, but Andy kept saying just keep sticking with it, and eventually it does come. So I'm confident at picking now. Andy's very good in the way he teaches you. He sits back and he lets you do it, and then he sort of gives you help when required, which is exactly what's needed. None of the guys on the course were specifically locksmiths. Had a couple of mechanics on there, but by the end of the course everybody passed, which goes to show that Andy obviously knows what he's doing. I think the fact that it was a 10-day course has made a big difference, because I've been looking into it and there's a lot of shorter courses. I feel 10 days is just about right to sort of to get the knowledge and retain the knowledge. Obviously you're not going to know everything to go out and do every job, but you've got the support here at Hickleys, and I certainly feel confident to go out and start doing the job, and I'm sure a lot of the other guys do on the course. So I'd just like to thank the guys at Hickleys, and certainly Andy. Thank you very much.